Today is Father's Day, so salute to all the daddies out there. You know, you miss every shot you don't take. Anyways, today is Father's Day. Not really for me, obviously filming ahead. Same with my next two videos. Those are pre-recorded because also I got a haircut. And in those videos, they were filmed before this too. So I look completely different. But y'all won't. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. But for today's video, I was like, let me just read some crazy stories, crazy lore, craziness of stuff that has happened with people and their daddies. Without further ado, let's get into your daddy problems. While on vacation in the Florida Keys with my family and some family friends, we were out diving off the boat. My dad's friend goes down in the water and comes back up with a baby nurse shark. My dad decided he needed of course, he needed his own baby nurse shark too. He went down to the nest, found a baby nurse shark, and grabbed it by the tail. It was immediately whipped around and bit him in the thigh, just an inch away from his scrotum. The thing did not want to let go. Mom eventually got it off. Even in the worst case scenario, my parents were already done having kids. The lesson here is, if you're going to grab an animal with sharp, nasty teeth, don't grab it by the tail. Obviously, whatever your friend does, you gotta do it too. Because, you know, as a kid, when they used to ask that question, if your friend jumped off of a bridge, would you jump too? You know, obviously, a respectful kid, I always was like, no. But I really bit my tongue so bad from being like, yes, I would jump. Why not? Like, I always wanted to say, I think even there was even a few times where I was put in the corner and I was like, yep, I would jump. Because I hated that as a kid. I hated that. But you know, sometimes you gotta do it too. You gotta do what your friend does. Because fuck it, why not? But I don't know what a scrotum is. Is that fucking his dick? Because then she said like she couldn't have kids. I'm gonna need to, anyways. But this is the case scenario of like, fuck around and find out. Because why the fuck are you gonna go grab a shark? Like, what did you think would happen? Leave it at that. But you know what? Great memory, great story time. And it could have got worse. You could have lost a leg. You could have lost. So, I mean, it didn't go that bad, I guess. When my dad was a small child, like 4 to 6 years old, he found a tamed baby fox. What is with people with grabbing animals? Wild animals and fishes, I guess. Because the shark is out of Adam. Anyways, in the woods near his house. He brought it home and his parents said he could keep it if he trained it and took care of it himself. They lived in a very rurally Newfoundland and with farm animals, so the biggest concern was that he'd kill the chickens. I guess he got trained well enough not to kill any livestock at their house, but often the neighbors down the way reported foxes killing their chickens. They threatened to shoot the fox if they ever saw it, and sure enough, one day he didn't return home, and my dad always suspected it was them. That was after several years together, though, and my dad thought of that fox as one of his favorite pets in his entire life. He shared that with me in his final months. My advice to anyone with an alien parent is to talk to them about their favorite memories. I had no idea my dad had lived such an interesting life, particularly from the ages 4 to 14 until it was too late to hear all about. Crazy. I know this is me. Like, my dad's lore too is crazy. Like, he be telling me, like, some of the stories that he be telling me, like, my dad now is like so calm, collective, like, you know, very just like like just he's just like, I don't know. But the stories I hear of, like, before we were born, when he was in high school, when he was in his 20s, all the shit he did, I'm like, you sure that's the same person? Like, I be thinking they're telling me, like, some hocus pocus shit. Like, he told me one time, like, in high school, he fucking, like, lit books on fire and threw them out the balcony window or something like that at his school. Like, crazy fucking shit. And, like, that he would, like, crazy fucking shit. And, like, I believe them because they show, like, they have a bunch of pictures and they show, like, some of the stuff. But it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy to think about your parents' life before you were born. Subtitle: I've been practicing gay sex with my dad. You've been practicing what? With your what? Oh, let me read. I have just started a new job at a restaurant and I fancy one of my male co-workers. I know he is gay. As I am a virgin, I was scared. Should I make a fool out of myself? Should I pluck the courage to ask him out and then, to be blunt, have sex? I told my father my concerns, and he suggested that we try rolling condoms on each other. There are so many other options. There's a banana, an actual toy, something fucking like anything that wasn't an actual dick, especially your dad and yours. What the fuck? On each other's to practice safe sex. Then simulate some of the moves. Yuck! But to be frank, there was a suggestion that we try it for real. This is just fucking disgusting. This is fucking like, what the fuck is like all I can, what the fuck? What in the sweet home Alabama? But to be, but with protection with cons, no homo, because it ain't gay. It ain't gay if you have protection. Just kidding. This is, okay. I'm gonna just keep reading. So that I know exactly what to do and please the boy I like or others in the future. You know, there's always a first trial and error. You're gonna, your first sex, your first anything is not gonna be the best. You learn from it. So you didn't need your. So cut a long story short, me and my dad did penetrate and then me on him. I'm finding it. Lord. It felt weird, but nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing. Am I fucking reading this right? It felt weird, but nothing to be ashamed of. Of course. We were protected. It doesn't fucking matter that you're fucking dad. What the fuck? Y'all are fucking weird as fuck. Like, I was trying to be nice, but y'all are fucking weird. Like, fucking nasty ass fucking people. Like, what the fuck? There was no making out or anything like that, just practicing moves. Bitch, y'all are fucking weird. You're still having fucking sex with your dad, you fucking weirdo. Like, what the fuck? So earlier today, he asked if he could show me how to do more advanced form. Y'all are fucking weird. Y'all are fucking weird. forms of intercourse tonight, like oral and hand jobs? And I said yes. Since mom left us a few years back, I am scared about anything new and just want to get things right for a chance. First off, you're never gonna be right because that's fucking weird. You literally had fucking sex with your dad. And then you're trying to justify it by saying, oh, well, we didn't make out. But y'all still put each other's dicks. That is just... I'm literally at a loss of words. Like, what the fuck? I think out of all my Reddit story times I've done, this is the fucking wildest fucking... what the fuck? Like, that's all... This is, I think, the craziest story I could fucking read. And then nothing to be ashamed of. That's the fucking... Nothing to be ashamed of. Y'all are... I'm literally sweating in my armpits because it's like, what the fuck? Next one. Next fucking... My dad brought dinner up to me. This plate was hot as fuck, yet it was literally no issue for him. You know, it's crazy. People's hands, like parents' hands, grandparents' hands, are crazy. Like, they be grabbing hot ass shit, dipping their fingers into like boiling shit, and it's nothing of them. I'm like, are y'all okay? Did y'all serve in like the World War III, World War II? We about to be in the World War III. But did y'all like do that or something? Because what the fuck? One night when I was 17, he threw a rotten squash off our 7-story balcony and right into the graveyard adjacent to our apartment complex. My mom started yelling at him and he just chuckled and said, hey, what are they gonna do about it? They're dead. I hope they hot your ass. No. This man used to be a church deacon. Holy Spirit, amen. I know you believe in spirits then, so I hope they haunt your ass. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, obviously I believe, this is no shade towards no religion, nothing. I'm just saying something like personal. I truly believe that people that are more, like, the most religious, like, oh my god, like, you know, there's a type of person I'm talking about. Like, there's people that like a respectful religion, and there's like ones that are like overly, and I feel like those overly ones are because they are Satans on earth, if I'm being real. Like, they are the most like fucked people in this world that do the most horrible shit, are the ones being the fucking rudest, the ones that you preach their etiquette, put your phone away, but they're like, they preach it and then they're like the worst fucking human beings ever. Like they like, and this is no shade towards nobody, like in particular or in anything, it's just like, y'all really, like, I don't know, it's like a specific type, like, y'all, if you know, you know. Like, me and my stepmom have never got on, but when she was being racist and transphobic, I am both white and not trans, just trying to be a good person. I suddenly became the bad person by sticking up for trans people and other ethnicities and ended up being kicked out. Sorry that happened to you, first and foremost. Also, this is during Pride Month too, which is crazy. But how do you think we are? I know I'm lucky and blessed that I have a family that supported me, all that. But it's really sad that like so many people go through this just because of who they are. And literally, like right now I've been seeing on TikTok, there's this one girl that she calls up churches and she's like, a PDO, she calls and says like, oh, my husband, or like what, blah blah blah, was this, is this, yada yada, is he accepted into the church? And they're like, yeah. But then gay people, they're like, ooh, ooh. That's where we draw the line. And like, it's just so sad that people just literally fucking wanting to love the same sex is like, it's such a issue. And it's like the most worst thing someone could be is gay. Like, they could be fucking pedos, rapists, all this, that, and the third. But the worst thing, we draw the line at people being gay. People loving the same sex. It's just crazy, and it's crazy how people really react that way. And like kick their family members, kick loved ones out just because of that. It's like, I'm so thankful. But it's just so sad to even just really, it's truly like, ugh. He managed to total a Navy airplane while doing an unauthorized aerobatics display and suffered insufferent. Let me go back to school. Altered coming out loop for his parents over the wheat field behind their house. What's more, he'd been drinking just prior to slipping the slurp bonds. The Navy investigated was cursory, and Dad incurred no adverse effects whatsoever except a cut on his forehead. Bitch, am I slow? Or are these too much big fucking words for me to understand? Bitch, so basically I got like he fucking used a Navy airplane, did a fucking trick in the air over a wheat field, got in a crash, and all he got was a cut on his forehead, but nothing else happened. But you know what, kudos to you, all you had was a cut on his forehead. But I know the Navy fucking probably tore his ass up. What's a dad? It could be a mom. Some moms pick up the pace of two-parent roles. A dad is what you make it. And with that being said, I think we should end it there. But a dad, especially a daddy, you know, some daddies are like, damn. Can I be, wait, pause. You know, there's a lot of people you could call dad. It's who you make it out to be. That was today's video. Happy Father's Day. This comes out on Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to any fathers out there, especially to the daddies. Y'all, and the right daddies too. Like yeah. Anyways, but happy Father's Day again. And I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time I post a video. And as of right now, I'm at 144. And I'm trying to make it 150 by my birthday. Please. You guys very huge. It's just, my birthday's a week and 6 days. So, oh my fucking god. At 150 for my birthday. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time I post a video. And share this video to a daddy. Send it to a daddy. Daddy, chill. Send it to a daddy. And send me some of the pictures. You know, comment below some of your daddies. And at that, I'll see y'all in the next video.